You are now listening to a member of the Disney Podcast family. Head over to Disney Podcast Family on Instagram to see all the latest posts for this show and links to other great Disney podcasts.
All personnel, clear the launch platform.
The Leaving Today podcast, the show about the news, history, and attractions of the Disneyland Resort.
Well, come on, Wendy. Let's go.
But where are we going?
To Neverland.
Neverland.
Hello, and hello. Welcome to the Leaving Today podcast, episode number 132. Again, that's 131 more than I thought we would get, but I'm so thankful that you guys are here. Hello, good evening, good afternoon, good morning. My name is Mark, one of the co-hosts here. Sitting to the left of me is the game changer herself, Jess.
Hello.
Hello, Jess.
Hello.
Sitting to the right of me is the Trail Master of Puppets himself, Udi.
Good evening.
Good evening.
Afternoon.
Yes.
I'm going to go with evening. Thank you.
You wanted me back, man.
I know. And do you see me?
We wanted you
mad?
back, yes. The legion of LTP fans have gone, this feels like home now. Yes.
All is right in the universe.
All
the
is
time.
right in the universe right now, and that's good. It's very glad that you were here today.
You know what I think it's probably because they miss me arguing.
That's
We don't
probably
argue.
what it is.
And we may argue a little bit today.
Probably.
Yeah, I think so.
I've noticed we've been getting some new listeners. Thank you so much for tuning into the show. We are a Disneyland podcast. We talk about the Disneyland Park, the resorts, DCA, and the IP. We are passionate about the park, but we are very honest, and we will give you our reviews and thoughts and things on everything. So welcome. The water's warm. If you are a return listener, welcome home. Tonight's episode is sponsored by you, the Patreon listeners. If you'd like to get involved in that, go to leavingtodaypodcast.com. Click on the Patreon link. We make it super simple for you. $1, $5, and $3 tiers. And for that, you get to be part of the LTP family. We send you cool gifts. You can be the king of the neighborhood, the king of the beach with the LTP gear. Mm-hmm. And for that, you get to be on the show. And we love interacting with you guys. Also, buy a t-shirt at ltp.com/t-shirts and merchandise. Also on Instagram, Leaving Today Podcast. Everything's on there. Today, we are talking about our thoughts and feelings regarding the park's opening. We are currently on the third day the park's been opening here. This is Sunday, March 2nd. And everything seems to be back to normal mode, at least kind of, but it's a welcome sign. Yeah. So we're going to talk about our thoughts and feelings about that. And then we have the news, and then we have probably the randomizer, because it's the first time we get to do the randomizer with Jess. I'm stoked about this.
I like it.
Yeah. Okay, so a couple opening questions that I've thought about. The first one, and this might at some point be another topic. I haven't flushed it out yet. And I'm trying to phrase the question right so that it makes sense. But what is an attraction, and what is the most underrated attraction that you go on that has the biggest reward for you? And the reason why I'm asking this is because if we were to ask 10 people, what are your top 2 or 3 favorite rides? I guarantee you it's going to be Pirates, Mansion, Space Mountain, Big Thunder, and that one of those,
the big ones.
The big ones. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Any of the what attraction that's not a main attraction has the biggest payoff reward for you guys? And this could be a topic for later. I have an idea for mine. But I want to hear you guys first. And those of you listening at home or on the road, in the car,
Drive safe.
Drive safe. But I wonder what you're shouting right now. What are you thinking? Because I don't know. This is something that I just thought about the other day, and I want to hear people's inputs. Because anyone can go, yeah, Pirates Mansion.
I have a couple.
I have a couple.
All right,
Okay, well, go.
No, go ahead.
No,
you
ladies
go
first.
I've got
Ladies
one.
first.
You have
but
one?
I do, but I want to hear if any of you guys
I want to hear
mention-
from Jess.
Okay.
Tiki Room.
Okay.
Okay. Explain. Can you explain that?
Because it's a classic, and it's cool,
Mm-hmm.
like temperature-wise.
Yeah,
It hits the one attraction you can eat something on,
True.
that's true.
you know?
That's
Yeah.
true.
And, that was near and dear to Walt's heart.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Enough
Tiki
to have
Room.
his name on it. Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I'm gonna go with the monorail.
Good answer.
Okay.
The monorail, and for many reasons. I mean, mine are like the monorail, and I didn't go with the railroad because I think we all know how I feel about the railroad. The monorail, for me, I have said it before, is a great way to get into the park. Mm-hmm. I have done it, gone into the park early.
Not
on the monorail.
not a first day visit park.
No.
Okay, first
No.
day. Yeah, you cannot do that on the first day.
No,
of
no,
your
no,
trip.
no.
Okay.
You're going to do that on your. I do it. I typically do it on my last day to do it. But yeah, you
Yeah.
get to go in, and you get. I have always enjoyed having that upper view of the park.
Yes.
One of the main reasons why I miss Skyway, and I said it before, is because the viewpoint and the vantage point you get from going up high.
Yeah.
It changes how the park is. And so when you can do that, you can't do that on the train.
No,
You're on the ground level. But
Right,
the
right.
monorail is the only other thing, really, they can get kind of above everybody and kind of look at the park from more of a bird's eye view. So that's
Yes.
one of the ones that a lot of people don't ride that much, and I'm like, yeah, get on it at
Yeah.
least one time.
Yep.
Yep.
Okay.
What about you?
I want to hear what Jess's other ride is. Attraction.
Oh, Toad.
Mr. Toad is an underrated attraction that has a big dividend to it. Okay, explain that to me.
Just because I worked it.
Okay.
And I love it.
Yeah.
Okay.
And it's very underrated.
That is true. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Interesting. For me, I think I whenever I tell people to do this, and they never think about it, but it's always a good payoff. It's the Mark Twain.
Yeah. Another good one.
It's like you can go on it even on a Fantasmic night if you can wait till the last boat. What is a Fantasmic 9:30 and 10:15 or something?
Yeah.
Right? So, but they say they shut the river down at dusk or something. Is that what it is? If you can find that magic last dusk trip on a Fantasmic night, the lights are going on. It's perfect. On a non-Fantasmic night, if you do that thing at night, it's going to change your perspective of the whole park. And just even in the middle of the day, you go around and you see people waving to you, and they're doing their Disneyland thing, and that's the magic for me. It's like you see people just eating ice cream, looking and waving, and that's like it for me. So, and whenever people go on that, people go, yeah, this is a pretty cool ride or attraction. But I don't know, it's one of those things I thought about
I like it, yeah.
off the beaten path.
That's a good one.
Do you have another one?
No.
Okay.
I mean, Columbia, going on that same thought process would be not quite the same, but yeah.
Yeah, except Udi got yelled at for touching the cannon.
Yeah, and I'm like, don't touch the cannon. I touch it anyway. I was like a little kid, like, don't touch it. It's hot.
Sir, can you please not touch the cannon? And then I'm
I
going,
know.
this guy right here is pointing
Like,
to
I
him.
know, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I know I'm not supposed to, but I couldn't help it. I couldn't help it.
Okay.
Because I know it goes bang.
It goes
does.
bang.
That's what
It does go
cannons
bang.
do.
I know
It does
that.
go
And that
bang.
one actually goes bang.
Yeah.
So, yeah. I couldn't help it.
Okay. And then the other question I have is a follow-up question. Actually, Wendy, I wanted to ask it, and you were the only one that might be able to answer this correctly, is that she's never been on Storybook.
Okay.
Okay, and then we plan on going sometime this year, and she wanted to know what is the best time to go on that attraction, daytime or nighttime? And I could not answer, and I go, well, the only one that would know this concretely would be Jess, because I just do not know. She wants to experience for the first time.
I mean, it depends. I mean, I would say early morning, like that's the first thing you do when it's still nice and cool out.
Yeah,
And you're not sitting there getting beat by the sun and the heat.
yeah.
I like nighttime, but you can't see everything. It's very romantic.
Yeah.
You want to be romantic.
Uh-oh.
But
Ooh, Jess, real quick. Have you ever seen anyone trying to get like romantic on one of the boats?
Describe romantic. I would say no. I've done proposals.
You've done proposals, but you've never seen any trying to get frisky or anything. Okay.
No.
Would you have shut that down if you had? What would happen if
If there were children on the boat with them, yes. If it was like just them two and it was
No,
really,
let's just say it was a bunch of adults, but there were no kids.
no, I'd probably still shut it down.
Tell me
like-
what you would say.
You're at Disneyland. PDA.
Hop off, swim back to shore.
Okay. All right.
I don't know what I would say honestly. It's been so long.
Okay.
It would be interesting.
Okay. Awesome.
Yeah, I have no idea.
Okay, so what did you answer them for that?
No idea. I'm
Early
not sure.
morning.
Early morning?
Early morning? Because you say at night some things you miss.
Oh yeah, I feel like you missed some things. Like it's beautiful
Yeah.
with all the lights and stuff.
The
but
lights, yeah.
But I feel like first time I would do like early morning.
Okay.
You know, with your hot, your Starbucks, your hot, your cup of coffee or whatever.
But that breaks the tradition of going to Adventureland first. We have to ponder that.
You just have to get over it.
I could take Jules' route and go to Fantasyland first.
No.
No, forget that,
No.
Jules.
He goes through. Yeah, he goes through the castle first.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nah, brah.
No, but
No.
see, I was thinking at night because it's so different, but in the daytime it's different. Yeah, no, okay, you're right. I'm not going to argue. I'm just going to try to see what the best thing is. Trying to think what the best thing is.
Plus, the line might not be too long during the day, like in the early morning,
Oh, yeah. Okay.
because that line can get long.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
Right on. All right. Well, that's the opening question. Solid answers from you two. All right. Let's go to the news.
You listen to me now. You are talking about things that you do not understand.
All right. The first news item for this is going to be an interesting set of news items this time. Walt Disney Imagineering has created a free-roaming Groot animatronic character that will change the industry forever. Walt Disney Imagineering's newest industry-changing technology is called Project Kiwi. The project is actually a free walking robot in the form of Guardian of the Galaxy's Groot. Writers from TechCrunch visited Walt Disney Imagineering in California to witness the robot walking around after 3 days of 3 years of development. After 3 days, the goal of Project Kiwi has been to develop a I don't know what that word is, biped, battery-powered robot that can free roam and interact with guests what is that word?
Autonomously.
Autonomously. I'm sorry. While the robot is currently Groot-shaped, it's stressed that this robot could be used for any number of characters in Disney parks. That being said, the project is still in development and probably won't be seen in theme parks anytime soon. Did you guys see the video on that anywhere? It is really cool.
They have a video?
Yeah, he's walking around. He bumps into things and falls over, so they have to pick him up. But he does make eye noises. He blinks, turns his head. So it's really, really interesting. I remember I talked about having droids in Galaxy's Edge.
Yeah.
And then we talked about...
And
like,
they had the prototypes working on them.
Yeah. And then we had a scheme where we were going to take one and try to run out of the park, right?
Yeah.
No, but... are you guys looking for it right now?
Yep.
Okay, so... we took a small break, but you didn't know that. But we just looked at the video to watch it in action. What do you guys think?
I am Groot.
Okay,
It's cute.
Yeah.
It's cute.
It's cute, yeah.
But you said you do foresee some problems.
Oh yeah, kids knocking it over.
Yeah.
Things like that.
The practicality of it.
I think they're probably going to walk with cast members.
Oh yeah.
Oh, of course, of course.
No doubt. I mean, even when the one time I saw R2 rolling around Galaxy's Edge.
Oh, you did?
Yeah.
Oh,
I've seen a couple droids going through.
Yeah.
I've never seen that.
Yeah, I have.
Oh, cool.
I took a video of it, and I thought. But anyway, but yeah, R2, and yeah, they will have a cast member with them. I see them with them for sure.
Hold on.
Yeah, but very, very cool. Very
Okay.
cool. Like, it will be a while before we see it, I think, but
Yeah.
the thought of it is pretty, exciting for me.
Yeah, I think so too. And then the other thing I want to touch upon is that video talked about the Spider-Man thing that they're going to be launching at Adventures Campus, and I think that's going to be cool.
Yeah.
But do you think that's gonna like lose its luster after like a few months? That people are gonna go, oh, yeah,
No.
there's Spider-Man flying around.
No, because I think one thing that any park has is going to have the repeat visitor. Remember, whenever they do things like that, the more avid goer will probably be a lot more, relaxed about it. But I think, by far,
Yeah.
the numbers of new people every day seen are going to be blown away by it every day.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, I think the trade-off between people being like, oh yeah, okay, cool, yeah, Spider-Man, we're going to keep on walking. I think even for me, once I get, they start doing that, I'm going to stop and be like, let's watch them fly.
Sure. Oh, yeah, I will too.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Right on. Okay. Next news item is Ride the new Snow White's Enchanted Wish attraction at Disneyland. So this just started on Friday the 30th. Have you guys seen any point of view?
Of course I have.
Okay.
Of course I watched the whole thing.
Okay.
I haven't. I'm not gonna.
So, you guys have all seen the pictures and maybe some of the POV stuff. I did watch the POV stuff on this one. I typically don't for attractions that I really like. And this is the Snow White's Scary Adventures was just it wasn't anything to me, really.
I love that ride.
So when I watched this, it didn't spoil it for me. In fact, I'm going to forget most of it by the time I get to... You guys are going to go on it, and we'll talk about that in a little bit. Mm-hmm. But what were your thoughts on the POV, Jess? Since you worked this attraction, I'm pretty sure you did, right?
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
I feel like they should have kept the storyline the same. They shouldn't have changed it like this. To me, it looks like a glorified laser tag like building.
Oh, with the neon, the colors, fluorescent lights. Yeah.
That's all it looks like to me. I'm glad they kept certain things in it. But, and I mean, they could have added to it and kept the storyline the same. Now, there is one of the scenes, instead of like the scary, when she's going through the forest,
Yeah.
That room needed help. And they made it very bright and happy and fun and just, I don't know. I'm more of a...
I don't remember that scene.
The new scene or
no,
the old scene?
The old scene.
When after she... Kitty! Sorry, I get distracted.
Yeah. Look, squirrel.
Yeah. When she's... Right after she... Like, the queen transforms... And then she offers the apple in the boat, remember?
Oh, yes.
On the left side. And then you go in and it's all the trees with all the scary faces. And,
yeah. Okay.
It's just like the spooky music. But, I mean, originally there was fog that would be in there to make it, scary and more entertaining. And, like, the crocodiles that are made out of wood, that they're really not crocodiles. She's just, like, dreaming about it or whatever she's doing. But yeah, so that's what it used to be, and now it's very bright and lots of lights and happy trees and happy animals and.
Oh yeah.
Well, I mean, it's not a scary adventure anymore, and I get that, but to me, it just looks like a glorified Sunsplash laser tag.
Well, we'll find out.
Hi, kitty. Hi. What's this one?
Spooky.
Ooh, spook. We're just talking about spooky stuff. Hi.
Yeah, for I don't know. We'll find out. I'm not going to watch any of it. I mean, other than what I've seen already, and what I saw again, having no emotional attachment to it. I'm like, okay, well, whatever.
Whatever. I wonder if now they're going to start to redo some of the other dark rides.
They may, in the.
Pinocchio's got to be next, right?
You think all these they're too dark. I keep on saying it that we can't spare everybody bad things. We can't do it. So the one thing about fairy tales of this kind have always been the thing is a life lesson. You don't learn a life lesson when you have it easy. You just don't.
No.
So you got to go through some crap. You got to be in a bit of trouble, and most people have a tendency to learn that way much more profoundly.
Yes. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Going through a hard time than an easy time.
I agree.
So that is the one thing I've always appreciated about any of the fairy tales. You look at any of them, Toad, Mutant Pinocchio, Snow White, you look at Peter Pan. You go through any of the classic fairy tales, and there's always a very sullen, dark event.
Yes.
And it is about the character going through that event and succumbing, or not succumbing, but overcoming the event and being better for it and learning from it. So, as long as they continue to do that, we're good. That is my only thing with that, is that too many people are now like, oh, no, the kids don't need to see that. I'm like, I disagree.
I disagree with that. Yeah.
No, it's silly. And if they change Pinocchio, what the heck are they going to do with that? How can you even change that?
I don't even know. It's been so long since I've been on Pinocchio.
No, but you
You
can't.
can't get rid of Monstro. You can't get rid of Stromboli. Like,
No.
that's the whole point
Yeah.
of the story.
Exactly. Well, we'll find out. I mean, I'm curious what they did with Snow White, how much they changed, and if it is an overall. I mean, I have no problem with it being upbeat, but make sure you don't sacrifice everything for it being upbeat.
I want to sacrifice something from another ride then.
Okay.
Okay.
We need to change Peter Pan. It's offensive.
Knock it off.
They already are doing that.
Taking out the Indians.
Yeah. Yeah. At least.
Oh, and mermaids aren't real, so I'm going to need those to go.
Right. The selective as they will.
Oh, and children can't fly.
And children can't
Gotta
fly.
go. I can keep going.
Okay. We should do like how we're offended by Disneyland episode.
Yeah. Animals don't talk.
Well, I mean, I think when you guys go on everything I've heard has been positive.
Oh, yeah. No, I
Although-
don't think
Yeah.
it's going to be a bad thing. But
It will be better. Will it enhance the story?
no, because the story's still the same.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, the story hasn't changed. I'm glad they put the prince in there a little bit more
Yeah.
because that needed to happen. Because you didn't see him at all, ever.
Yeah.
Just at the end,
At the
when
end,
the window
yeah.
or when the door opens and he's in the it's on the book.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's nice that it's actually like him kissing her and her waking up. Like I get that, but they could have kept it the same.
Yeah. Well, we'll see. Look, I don't know. I'm glad they've done it, and hopefully next iteration of Pinocchio, or I don't even know what's next after that, but
Hopefully nothing for a while.
Probably Toad.
No, they
Or
have.
Toad,
Okay.
yeah.
I'm going to go right now. They need a moratorium on anything other than new,
yeah, well, you know,
like Tomorrowland,
I think Tomorrowland's not going to be what we're thinking.
DCA.
Yeah.
I know, but they don't need to go. That is my problem. I will say this real quick and I'll let it go.
Yeah.
Fantasyland doesn't need a do-over, a makeover. Doesn't need attractions being redone. In my opinion, neither does Splash Mountain
Right.
or Jungle Book.
Or Jungle Cruise.
Or Jungle Cruise. Why? I had Book and Jungle mixed in my head.
Last
Okay.
week it was Galaxy Cruise.
Yeah, Galaxy Cruise.
And Jungle Edge or something
So,
like that.
so Jungle Cruise doesn't need it either. They don't need it.
Oh, but they're getting it.
I know. So that's why I'm like, hey, Imagineering, go focus where you need to go focus. They don't need that right now.
Right.
I get it. Maybe you want to do that, but there is a huge swath of area that needs it, and you've been ignoring it for a decade. Hello.
Yeah, well, speaking of that, and I'm going to sidetrack here. This is what we do on the LTP. Is I was reading some reviews on, or some rumors about Tomorrowland and what's coming in next, and none of it is good from my perspective. It's not whatever we think. I mean, Autopia, Submarines, Monorail are all staying, which is kind of what we thought. Space Mountain is staying. Interventions, or whatever they're calling it, the launch pad, that's supposed to be demoed. And there's going to be a Tron, not a Tron Cycle thing, but like a Tron Dark Ride, which isn't what we think it is. And Jess was right, by the way, about the footprint of that thing being way too big for what we have here. Because Jess is the only one that's been on it here in Shanghai. Yep. And we're just thinking, yeah, just like bring it here. And she's like, hold on, you can't fit that thing there. Of course you can. No, and they're saying, no, that thing's way too big for what the area is. Buzz Lightyear is going to stay and get like a refurb.
That needs it.
I've heard that Star Tours is going to be reprogrammed yet again, and then moved over to DCA for something.
Iron Man
sort of
Probably.
thing. Yeah. So that's all that I've heard. Nothing else has been, and I go, that's exactly what we don't need.
Yeah.
I mean that's
Yep.
well, you know what, LTP, we're going to cover that.
When it comes rolling around.
Yeah, and we'll talk about the nonsense. Yeah. Okay. Next news item is new Sam Wilson Captain America photo op coming to Disney California Adventure.
Yeah, buddy.
A new photo opportunity featuring Sam Wilson's Captain America is coming soon to Disney California Adventure. I said the same thing twice. Disney has announced that this photo op can be found in Hollywoodland at Disney California when it reopens. Will you be experiencing this new photo opportunity? Let us know in the comments. That was from the news item. I guess you guys, Udi will be? Yes, Udi will be doing that.
Yep.
Now,
Well, maybe not. I'll go look at it, but I mean, I'm not a big photo op guy, but that is very cool.
This is over by where the tea party was, right? The Mad Tea Party?
Yep.
Okay.
Right there.
Are you guys going to go do this when you go there?
I'm going to go check it out. For anybody who has not seen the entirety of The Falcon and the Winter Soldier,
I haven't started it yet because I haven't finished.
make it all the way through.
Mandalorian?
No.
Oh.
I finished WandaVision.
Oh.
Okay.
And then I have the last Avengers movie.
Endgame?
Yeah.
Part 2?
Yeah, I kind of need to.
I
watch
need to finish that before I watch.
Yeah, you kind of do.
Yes, you do.
Yeah.
But anyway, I'm not going to go into it because I don't want to do any spoilers for anybody who may have not have watched it. I know there was a lot of controversy, a little bit, well, not a lot, a little bit, about the theming, the messaging coming through, the social commentary coming through the show, the way it went, the way I was hoping it was going to go. And it made me happy. If you are hearing this and you want to know more, DM me on Instagram. I will tell you.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, but having this photo op is just, I mean, I'm glad they're doing it, but this is what you'd expect them to be doing.
Yeah.
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 I'm sure there's going to be a WandaVision one. In fact, there is one, isn't there?
There was. I don't know if it's still there, but there was, yeah.
Okay. Okay.
I like it. And if you don't want to know, that, by the way, is a huge spoiler alert.
What, the
Huge
picture?
spoiler. Oh, yeah. That photo op is a massive spoiler.
Okay. Well, I don't
But
wanna-
anyway,
I don't want
yeah.
to describe it. It's a shield, wings, and a moon.
Yeah. You got to watch it, Mark. You got to finish it.
I'll watch it.
Watch it today. We'll put it on right now. I'm going to put it on right now. Put it on in the background.
Next item is new load area debuts at the Haunted Mansion in Disneyland Park. Earlier this month, Disney revealed that changes had taken place at the Haunted Mansion during Disneyland Resort's year-long closure. I didn't know they're closed for a year. Disneyland doesn't...
I don't even know where the place is.
I know. So during cast member previews, pictures emerged. Of course, now you can watch all the stuff online. But really, it's just there's a new portrait in the loading area, and there's a divider that seems to be in between where the Doom buggies were and whatever, where the guests were. So, again, honestly, I would have done. The only thing I would have noticed was different was the little dividers there. I don't think I would have noticed that portrait there being new.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. That's the first thing I would have noticed.
Because usually in that area, it's like a rush of people, right? And there's you kind of like.
Yeah, you're going through. You're trying to filter into the line.
Yeah, and you're trying to stay with your group and go, okay, who's riding with who's riding with who, and then by the time you realize what's going on, they're going, okay, how many guests? Okay.
Well, that's right at the very end, right before you get on.
Correct.
Yeah.
After you round
The corner.
the corner.
Yeah, so you turn right, and then that's usually where, like I said, there's always some sort of commotion going on in the line where you're just trying to. And I don't even take time to figure out what my surroundings are. I'm thinking, okay, we're going on the Doom buggy next.
Yeah.
Yep.
But I will definitely spend some time looking at it. I'm glad that they've done this. But more importantly, which I didn't capture here in the notes, was the grounds outside the park. Whole new pet cemetery with new stuff, and that to me is going to be spectacular.
Yep.
You guys talked about the changes, Haunted Mansion?
Yeah.
I mean, we'll see.
Okay.
I don't know.
I may be going on it alone.
Why?
Because I might wait for 13.
Oh, that makes sense.
Yeah, I haven't decided yet. I don't know. I have to see it. I have to see it in person because I don't like the idea of lines in here before you get on the Doom buggy.
You don't like the idea of lines?
Yeah, like if you look at the way that they have it
Well,
in that
if
picture.
you look at it, if you read it, I think it's same for people with special needs.
That's why they did it.
Yeah.
But from what I'm looking, I mean, I don't know because we haven't been on it, but it looks like they opened up that space a lot.
Yep.
2, if it's bright like that the entire time,
Yeah.
That's going to piss me off.
Yeah, because it kills the mood.
Exactly.
Yep.
And to me, that's what it looks like.
And-
This
and
looks like
it
this
could
is
be.
the new.
Or it could be a flash that the photographer used.
No.
No, it's too bright.
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't know. And I mean, did they get rid of not the escalator, but the walkway?
I don't
the
know.
moving walkway?
No,
Because-
no, no.
you can't do
That's
that.
on the other side of those.
Yeah, that divider. That has to be on the other side of it. Remember, there was a wall there.
No, Udi. This is no.
I know what you're talking about. I'm looking at it.
It's right here. The walkway is this way.
Yeah.
Right. Do you see what I'm saying? This is much more open now. They've removed a lot. This is where you're going to be coming in. If you zoom in and you look, this is the hallway we're coming out of.
Yep.
And this is where you're going to line up. Are these doors going to open when they're ready for you?
No, those doors aren't going to open. You're going to walk around.
Yeah.
This way.
That is the way I look
Yep,
at it.
yep.
You're going to walk around like normal.
I wonder if they got rid of that.
I hope not.
That moving walkway?
Mm-hmm.
No. That's part of the whole ride attraction.
If you did that, you get rid of the whole thing. That would take major work. And
they had major time.
They did.
Yeah.
They had a lot of time.
I hope
And
not.
they could have eliminated. I hope I'm wrong, but they could have eliminated that also because it makes it an easier access for guests to load and unload when they're in wheelchairs. Instead of them stopping it every time, eliminate it completely, and then you just have to stop the ride vehicles.
Yeah. We'll find out.
We will find out.
I will.
Yeah,
So
I don't know. I'm
In 2 short weeks, I will.
I don't know, man. If it's that bright and
No, the thing that'll bug me more, honestly, I don't care about how you load on the ride, on the attraction. The brightness and the mood, that is more of an important thing for me.
Mm-hmm.
It need. I hope they keep it. Maybe, and again, maybe they're have it brighter because all new surroundings. People got to learn. The cast members have to
Right.
figure it out, and then they'll start dimming it as they go.
hope so.
I would hope. Because yeah, the mood is one of the key parts of that attraction. And dark, looming, kind of spooky, kind of scary are all kind of important qualities
yes.
that the Haunted Mansion needs.
yes, for sure.
Yeah.
Well, you guys are going to get to do that in less than 2 weeks. You said that, and I'm stoked for you guys. I mean, I'm jealous, but
I don't know.
Jess may wait until 13 can go on with her.
I might. We'll see.
I'm gonna.
What
drag
if she
her-
says, I want you to go on and tell me what it is?
I'm dragging her on.
Well, then I'll do it.
Okay.
But yeah, I don't know yet.
Yeah, no, I understand for sure. I understand.
Yeah.
Okay. The next news item is that. Oh yeah, this next news item. Yeah.
I think we just have one more.
Oh yes, this little thing. Trader Sam's gift shop to replace removed animatronic. A new finale for the Jungle Cruise. Concept art for the scene reveals the Jungle Cruise Navigation Company Limited lost and found kiosk on the former site of Trader Sam's platform. Alberta Falls, the company's proprietor, has left Trader Sam in charge of the lost and found, and he has taken the opportunity to rebrand it as Trader Sam's gift shop. Unfortunately, animals have overrun the shop while Sam is out collecting more inventory. It seems Trader Sam himself won't be returning to the attraction, but we're glad his name will remain. Refurbishment of the Jungle Cruise to remove offensive material and update the story is ongoing while the ride continues to operate at Walt Disney World. The iconic Rhino pole was removed earlier this month to receive a new cast of diverse characters. The Disneyland version of the ride will not be reopening with the rest of the park. It's currently closed, so there's no telling how many updates we'll have received by the time that the ride opens again. To the right of the concept art, we notice a monkey sitting atop a camera and a sign above him advertising cruise photos. This looks like the perfect spot for an on-ride photo to be snapped, which has never happened on Jungle Cruise. Huh.
How would that work?
I don't know. I have no idea what. I think it's the writer's speculation that that's what that is.
Yeah.
But let's go back before. What is your? I'm going to go on with Jess here because I know this triggered something in you when we talked about this the other day. Initially, Jess, have you changed your mind on what you think about this?
I have no comment.
Okay, that's wonderful. Well put. And
I have no comment.
okay.
It's-
I think it sucks. I'll just say that. I think it's just stupid.
Yeah.
And I think it's a very soft way of them getting around the issue. Actually, there is no issue. That's not even the right word. It's like...
I find it offensive.
Yeah, I find it just...
I find it offensive that they've removed it.
Yeah. You find it offensive.
Yeah, that they removed Trader Sam.
Okay, so why are
Yes.
you offended by that? Okay. Everyone take a drink.
I've got my comment.
Do you feel insulted? I do. I feel insulted. My intelligence insulted. Like, seriously,
Yeah.
we're relying on Disney to tell us what's right and wrong. We can't just... And this is the same thing I told Sam Carter. I go, look, no one on that attraction takes that thing seriously.
No.
And we think we're poking fun at it. And we're just... It's a good time out in the jungle.
Mm-hmm.
That's really what it is.
There are people like that exist in this world.
Yes.
Yeah.
So why are we removing it?
Yep.
When there are people like that.
Yep.
There are tribes. There are, people.
Uh-huh.
There are witch doctors, voodoo doctors. I mean, there's all these types of things that exist.
Right?
Why can't you just, leave well enough alone?
Well,
There's absolutely no reason that they needed to take out Trader Sam when they already, remember what he looked like before?
Yeah.
Before they updated him?
no. I don't. I vaguely do.
The little, he was like this little short thing, and he wore like a face mask, like a shield,
Oh
Yeah,
yeah.
right?
Yeah.
And then they replaced him with a real person,
Right.
and now we have a goddamn problem.
Right.
They could have left it the other way,
Sure.
but then what, are pygmies going to get offended that there's...
This is beyond me what they're doing with this.
They're ruining the park. I hate people.
Have fun bleeping.
Well, I'll bleep that out, but no, it's fine. It's yeah. To me, it's insulting that Disney's not relying on most people's intelligence to go, okay, this is a fun attraction. This is yes, Jess.
No, go ahead. I'll keep my hand up.
And to me, it's like they're taking that decision. It's out of our mind for us, and I don't like that at all. I mean, who's to say who's offended by what? I mean, anything. And I mean, I can sit there and go, well, Main Street USA does not look like my Main Street. I mean, I don't see any kind of Subway or like a nail salon so
Subway and...
yeah. I mean, so why isn't there like a Subway on Main Street? I don't see one there. I want to get a sandwich.
You got a Starbucks.
You got a Starbucks. So to me, it's like, this is ridiculous. This doesn't enhance the story at all. And that's you change it. You change these things to add technology or to make the story enhanced, not change the story altogether. Oh, it's for a new generation or whatever.
The new generation that gets trophies for losing.
Yeah. Yeah. Yes, Jess.
I'll let you finish before I go because I've got a box to climb on. Go ahead.
Okay.
What's next? Tiki Room? Because Jose talks like
We've
he's Spanish.
We've talked about that before.
Talked about it before, yeah.
That's offensive.
Yep.
Why don't they have one that just talks in plain English? Why doesn't one have my accent?
So, can I go?
Oh, you want to know what's going to be next? I'll tell you what's going to be next. Is that the two Indians, the one in on Main Street on the right hand side.
The cigar one?
Yeah, he's going to be gone, and the one in Frontierland in front of the shooting exposition is going to be gone.
They're going to have to remove him off of the Rivers of America, too.
Sure, of course.
Why does that woman have a baby on her back?
Yep. So yeah, I mean, and
But yet we can let children go to a shooting range and shoot guns in Frontierland, and we can let kids run around with lightsabers and sell them fake weapons. It makes a lot of sense to me.
yeah, right.
No, I don't know. They're going to remove everything.
So where will it end? I have no idea where it's going to end, but
It's not, Mark. It's not.
It's not going to end.
10 generations from here, they're going to find something offensive that we replace because these people thought it was offensive.
Right.
You know? What about pirates in general?
Hey, I don't see any pirates that look like me.
Well, pirates in general, they rape and steal and
Pillage.
pillage and set fires to stuff. So, I mean, why not just get rid of that whole ride?
Sure.
Let's make it a dinosaur attraction, because those are real.
Those are real. Udi's chomping at the bits.
Go ahead, Udi. I'm just pissed off.
Okay, let's go. Jungle Cruise, Trader Sam, finale scene.
So here's one thing that I'm gonna piss a lot of people off with, and I'm gonna say it because I've been thinking it for a while.
Okay.
And when I saw this, there was a level of me that kind of went, "What in the?" And the other one kind of went, "Okay." Mm-hmm. The story is changing. Okay, I've accepted that. There's nothing you can do about that. The one thing I'm finding incredibly interesting for the sake of diversity or non-offending, I've been noticing a trend, and this goes outside into IRL, out into the real world, that as they go to homogenize and
What does that word mean? I'm so sorry.
make it like all the same and
Okay.
make it vanilla.
Okay.
I'm noticing the world becoming more white.
Yeah.
Okay?
Yeah,
So,
yeah.
So to me, this is another part of that. In people's effort to not offend, do you realize what we're seeing? And it's driving me crazy.
Sure.
All diversity is being gone. So in their rage for diversity, everything's becoming more vanilla, i.e. more white.
Ice.
So now we get rid of Trader Sam. A person of color. No, you had your turn.
No, I have
My
a
turn.
question for you.
Okay, go for it.
Do you think they're going to change the name of Trader Sam's
No.
at Disneyland?
No. Because okay, so now we get rid of Trader Sam, right?
Mm-hmm.
A person of color. I don't like using that term. I think it's dumb.
Is he a person of color?
Yeah.
Well, he's not real.
Well, I know, but the character. Okay.
A character is a person of color. Oh, sure. Okay.
So I fall into that category as much as I hate it. My heritage is that.
You and me both, buddy.
I know. So I'm like, why do we keep on removing things? Jess, you're right. People like that exist.
Mm-hmm.
Tribes in Africa exist. Tribes everywhere exist. Okay, we're not talking about Africa. There's tribes in the Middle East.
Yeah,
a lot of the things. And so to me, you're right, Mark. Also, the fact that they keep on removing these things keeps on dumbing down everything. You remove the ability for people to actually freaking learn something. So if you're on the ride and we're going along, like, oh, look, those guys are getting poked in the butt by a rhino. Who are those guys? Okay, you look at it. That is a traveling party. You know, they're a safari party. Mm-hmm. When that was done, that was accurate. You had predominantly rich white guys who were going on safari with the people who lived in Africa who happen to be
their guide.
Black are their guides. That happens when you go when people go up to Everest. Guess what? Most of their guides are the people who live there. There is nothing wrong with that. So whenever they do things like that and they're raised for non-offensive material, you offend people or you dumb them down. So I'm kind of over it. Like, and to your point, asking where does it stop? Mm-hmm. And maybe I'm being optimistic, and I have been feeling this way a little bit more and more. I think it's beginning to slow down. I think the rage mob, the cancel culture people are beginning to lose their influence because overall, I think a lot of people are beginning to realize that this is not popular.
Right.
Every company out there, Disney especially, is a massive conglomeration, is a multinational company. Mm-hmm. They would do better to cater specifically to where they are than to try to blanket across because it is costing them money. So things like this eventually will cost them money because I think people are over it.
Yeah.
I think we as a country and as people do good with recognizing that there are different people out there, and I don't find any color offensive to me.
No.
And the vast majority of people I know feel the same way.
Unless you're being programmed to think that way. But that's one other issue.
That is a whole other issue. But
Yeah.
but my whole point is I'm disappointed because I was hoping they wouldn't get rid of them.
Right.
Because we need more people like that We need more. If you want to have diverse people, then have them out there. Don't remove them.
Sure.
Put them in. And
Right.
if you need, then give them a bigger backstory.
Right.
Yeah.
The backstory we just read. Why are we reading about that? Do you think anybody's going to get that from that end? No.
No.
Nobody's going to get that from that end.
No.
But
So-
they'll get the point across.
Yeah, but so my point is.
Just coming in strong with that.
So my point is, people introduce the character, make them more prevalent, make it so people know them.
Right.
So if you want to make Trader Sam, and you're afraid of it being offensive, then make
Right.
him a better character. Then maybe it's your fault for not making him a better character and people not knowing the character. Hey, they're crappy people of all colors in the world.
Well,
we
I
know
mean,
that.
he is selling heads.
Well, but again,
That's offensive.
But do you think that does not?
But
happen
he has a special though, Jess. 2 heads for the price of 1.
Yes.
See? I mean, it's a bargain.
But again, do you think that doesn't
2 heads for one of yours.
happen in this world? It does.
Of course it does.
Of course
It
it
does.
does.
Yeah.
But I mean, yeah, I don't know. I quit.
So
No.
without going too far into it, basically all I'm saying
we're
is
already
look,
in.
no, because I can go on this for hours. You guys know me.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, I'm disappointed that they did that. I think story-wise it'll be fine. Yeah, I think maybe. I mean, the way the entire thing that I'm reading and seeing the story is going to turn out to be a fairly good story. But I'm more annoyed at these small things that really make no difference, and I think lessen us culturally than improve us culturally. That's the way I feel. If you want diversity of culture, we need a diversity of cultures around.
What did you say? You said there's a small things that doesn't make a difference. It doesn't make a difference. What are you referring?
These like making this change.
Yeah.
It's a small thing that can make a big difference.
Oh yeah. Yes, for sure.
And then you're right. I think that is they're skirting around it. Like, oh
Right.
look, but we still have him around. Like, no, dude, you took him out.
You did.
It'd be
He's
even-
not there.
It'd be even better if he was in the counter, behind the counter, and he was like had a monkey on his head. How much better would that be?
It'd be funny.
It would be funny, and it would fall in line. Like now, and then you get like, oh, he's getting overrun by the animals. Now he's not even there.
Right.
And how are you going to know that? I mean, we're going to get an idea. Okay, they overran the shop.
Or if they could have made him look, like I said, like some strong warrior looking character.
Yeah, I
Like-
mean, they could have done.
Right.
They could have done so many things. And again, I get mad because too many people are lazy. They don't care to talk about things that might be difficult, and they're
Right.
rather like, oh, I don't want to see it. So they're going to stick their head in the sand. Guess what? The world is an ugly place. It
Yeah.
is. It can be. We go to find these places, and some of these places are some of these things are uncomfortable to talk about. We need to
Sure.
talk about them.
Yeah.
So they talk about that. Oh, well, have that uncomfortable conversation. Well, I'm having it with you right now. Okay.
Yeah.
This wasn't necessary. Yeah.
They should have redone Splash while they were closed.
Yeah. Well, I
but
agree with that.
that's gonna be a while before that.
See,
even
and you know
happens.
what? And here is
Yeah.
the difference. Here's a good. Thank you for bringing that up because that was floating around my mind. Here's a good difference between a good change and a bad change. Okay,
Right.
because I think Splash overall is a good change. They're upgrading. They're updating it to a more relevant story. I have no problem with that. I think one of the rationale being,
Right.
the problematic story, whatever, of Song in the South and some of the animatronics that remain. Okay, I disagree with you, but they're updating it for a good reason. Like, okay, we're gonna get Prince of the Frog, and it fits. And I'm like, okay, I'm good with
It does
that.
fit.
This is not. This is a bad change.
It's not necessary.
Yeah, not necessary. That one, sure, I'll give you that one. And I'm kind of like, I think they'll do a good job. I said it before. I think it'll be fine.
No,
I
I
think
think
it'll be fun.
they'll do a great job.
This one isn't necessary.
No,
It
it was
isn't.
a waste of time.
Yeah.
It's a waste of time.
They could have closed Splash a year ago and worked on this, and not had it open for
Yeah.
even had it open for right now.
Yep.
Right.
I agree.
But
Yeah.
it's gonna be a while, like I said, before we
Yeah.
see anything done with Splash.
You know,
I
would.
would I would ride Splash today. Would you?
I would. No, it's going away. Yeah, and the heat.
Well, anyways, this is hot.
Yeah, but yeah, I'm gonna hold final judgment. But seeing that made me go, oh man.
Yep.
Oh yeah. So are we not going to see any tribesmen in this attraction at all?
They're pulling them all.
So when they're
Are you
doing that,
sure?
so like
That's
when
what
they're
it said
so
when
when they're dancing around the fire, that's going to be gone too.
That's what I read.
Why?
And then them throwing the spears.
Why?
Because
Really?
it's not right. Why remove Trader Sam but leave the rest?
Well, what do you expect to see out in the jungle?
Animals.
Okay.
Tribes exist.
Okay.
Okay, people. Okay, for anybody who's living under a rock,
Yeah.
tribes in Africa exist. There are tribes in the jungle. There's tribes in Brazil. There's tribes in Central America. There's tribes in Southern America. There's tribes in Northern America. There are
Yeah.
tribes everywhere that live in that very that way, that life.
Right. So, like Jess, you asked, when is this going to end? It isn't.
No, it's not. It's never going to end.
It's never
I
going to
disagree.
Well, no. Here's the thing, though.
There
I
will
disagree.
always be somebody or
Well,
something.
no, and so, but the choice Disney has to make is, are they going to listen anymore?
And that is what I'm talking
If
about.
you give them a voice, and when I say them, see, there's a certain theory I'm working on with all this, is that these people are generally unhappy and they're angry. So, you've heard that where, like, if someone loses their sight or their hearing, then one of their other senses picks up, like, okay,
Right.
I can't see, but I can hear, like, really, really well.
Right.
Yeah.
There's a certain group of people who do not have happiness
Agreed.
in their
Oh,
lives.
100%.
And that energy is focused on negative energy.
Mm-hmm.
Instead of being happy, they're angry.
Yeah.
Right.
And that's what we're seeing right now. We
I
have that
agree.
generation of people going, well, I have no happiness, and if I can't be happy,
Yep.
I don't want anyone else to be happy. And my anger is heightened. And I'm just gonna unlock, and that's what's going on right now.
Oh, I agree.
And it's nothing but more than like this psychology, emotional crap that we got to deal with.
Mm-hmm.
But Disney can just say, too bad.
Well, and to your point though.
Do you think I'm wrong?
No. I think you're 100% right on
Oh.
right on the money. But
Okay.
and to that point, places like Disneyland
Yeah.
need to be even more guarded than they have been. They need to be guarded more to hold true because it is the happiest place on earth, and you cannot let angry people run that.
No.
And we need to hold on to that. We need to hold on to that. So yeah, we're going to be. We say it all the time on this show. We're going to be hypercritical, and we're going to fight for our park. We have so much of our happiness, and I'm going to keep on saying because we're happy people as a whole, even though we're kind of raging right now. But because we're getting attacked, I feel like a lot of people. Well, some people won't care. You're gonna have your three sets of people, right? You're gonna have your people who are angry and want to change. You're gonna have your people who are, apathetic and don't care, and then you're gonna have people like us who are gonna fight and get mad that they're changing it. People like us on the spectrum end are the only ones who can stand up and start yelling, like, "Hey, come on!" Like, we're gonna draw the line. And like I said, though, I feel like people are beginning to realize and getting tired of the angry kid screaming in the corner.
Sure. Oh yeah, of course.
Sooner or later, the adult will walk in the room and put him on a timeout. And I feel more and more that is becoming. And I'm not going to go into it because a lot of it is rumor, and I think Disney is starting to see it.
Yeah.
But a lot of it is rumor, and I'm waiting.
Waiting.
We can talk about it after. I'll talk to you
Okay.
about why. But
Okay.
I don't want to bring it up here because it is rumor.
Okay.
But I think Disney is finally beginning to go like, dude, we can't keep on doing this.
No.
Yeah.
Okay. So we will put a pin in that. Yes, the three of us are saying this is not a good idea, but we will pass judgment as we will after we go on the attraction. And for me personally, I'm going to say, is it going to ruin it for me? I don't know yet.
I don't think it'll ruin it for me, but
But we shall see.
Yeah.
We're going to end the news on a positive note, and that is it was announced this last week that Disneyland APs will be coming back at the end of the year. We talked about that. We kind of predicted it.
We did.
So what it's going to be, we have no idea. They're still pushing that word membership around, so that has me a little bit curious as to what they're talking about.
membership.
Yeah, and I don't like that because I don't want it to be any kind of like DVC-esque type of thing.
No.
But what we've seen, we have no idea what the plans are, no idea what the details are, but things can change overnight. And I'm gonna, enter the evidence with the Disneyland AP Flex Pass, which that thing just showed up, and that was a game changer. Not like Jazz game changer, but different game changer. They're like, okay, this is the pass that I want. Where does it come from? I want it.
I hope they just pick up where they left off. I'm hoping.
What do you guys think? What are your general thoughts? First off, are you excited to get? Are you going to get one next year? Or
If they don't offer a payment plan, no.
Yeah.
if they don't offer a
Yeah,
payment
if
plan?
they-
Yeah, I can't either. Yeah, it has to be that way.
It has to be that way.
Yep.
Okay. And then, okay, so let's say they do offer a payment plan, and there's those that don't want that, but that's one other issue. I don't see why it's anyone's business how anyone pays for anything. I mean, you could get a credit card and make one payment, and then be paying the credit card, multiple payments, right? Mm-hmm. Okay, so let's say there are payment plan options. You guys, what are you looking for this? The prices and blackout dates, or what? Or?
I don't do blackout dates, so I would need no blackout dates.
Oh, you want to complete 365? Oh,
Absolutely.
Oh, why is that?
I don't like having to work around someone else's schedule.
Okay.
When I want to go, I want to go.
Okay.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
I'm giving you the money. I'm not bending to what you want me to do.
Interesting take.
Annual
Good take.
pass hole on that one? No.
Absolutely.
No. But if you go high tier, I get it. You're
For
paying
sure.
for that.
Yeah,
If
you
you
should.
pay for that privilege, then go for it.
But in my experience, though, those blackout dates aren't dates I want to go anyways.
Yeah.
Like, I don't want to. I mean, I don't want to go during Christmas. Really, I mean, it'd be kind of nice to go, but I understand it's going to be as busy as it possibly can be. Like, I'd rather stay home and do other stuff. But I definitely get what you're saying.
Yeah. That's my take.
Okay. For me, like I said, I hope they kind of pick up. I hope there's this flex pass where you just kind of pick out what days you want to go. But I do hope that they add, like, you can bring a friend for a discounted price or something like that day, and discount tickets for those. Even though I've never been to one, or those Disneyland After Dark events, because I do want to go to one. I just haven't found one that I really struck a chord with me yet.
Right.
But who knows? Maybe there'll be one coming up. So those sorts of things are things I'm kind of looking for. But anyways, good news. All right. We're going to finish off the news with the randomizer. So I just did it.
One stays, one changes, one goes.
Yes, and you have to provide the details of the changes. The top 3 attractions for today. Sorry, I made an audio clip there. Big Thunder Mountain Railroad, It's a Small World, and Indiana Jones Adventure, Temple of the Forbidden Eye. One has to go, one has to stay, and one needs to be modified. Those are 3 big heavy hitters right there.
Say them again.
Big Thunder Mountain Railroad, It's a Small World. That's with a lowercase I, by the way. And Indiana Jones Adventure, Temple of the Forbidden Eye.
Haven't we done one like that?
Do you want me to do it again?
No.
Okay, I can do another randomizer.
No, we're good. No,
Okay.
we're good. Jess hasn't done it. I'm good with it.
I've done these with you.
You have?
Yeah. But it's been a while.
It's been a while. Okay. Okay. Well, what can be? Well, you know what? We've done Big Thunder. That's one we've done before because we talked about what I would change. No. Crap. This is tough.
Indy goes.
You're out of your mind.
Okay.
Not at all.
Okay.
Indy's gone.
Oh, it's gone.
And then?
Why is it gone?
Why is it gone?
Yeah.
Because it's not Disney
Okay.
at all. It's a great ride, don't get me wrong, but it's going. Go throw it in DCA. Go do something else with it.
Okay.
It's gone.
Okay.
Small World stays because that is iconic and that is how everything started. That's one of the main reasons we got to where we are with the park. And then Thunder, you change.
How?
I need a bigger drop. Give me a bigger drop.
Coming that last one?
That last one.
Okay, fair.
Add a photo op to it. That last drop.
Yeah.
And I think that's it. Give me a drop and a photo pass or a photo opportunity.
Okay.
I'm trying to run through the whole thing in my head. Yeah. That's it for now. But Indy's gone.
Okay.
That's an easy choice for me.
You want me to go?
Yeah, I can go ahead.
Okay. We will go with Indy stays the way it is. I agree with you, Jess, about Big Thunder. I think I've said it before. Needs a bigger drop, a little bit, add the loop, a little bit more to it.
Give it some more life.
And then going back to the original, like, opening day, the end with the big, huge water spraying
Yes.
in the whole thing, like, when it was really freaking cool. Mm-hmm. And then, Small World can disappear. Bye.
But-
And we all know why.
Yeah, but
But you can't take it personally.
Yeah, hey, this is my 3. I can do what I want, and I'm making it go away. There's a lot better land. I can make that into
Okay, but-
something more updated.
because I had this part of the fun is I have to argue stuff here or bring stuff up. So if they announce we're closing It's a Small World, like really, like next month, you'd be okay with that? Oh, see, I mean, even I don't like it.
Yeah.
I would be like, you can't.
Yeah.
That is
I'd be okay.
the heart,
It's the heart of Disneyland. Like, that is...
the message.
It is.
I know.
Really? So I mean, I don't even like the attraction
Because
except when it's hot outside.
I find my joy in other places.
Yeah, okay, I get that.
that. But what about the meaning behind it? Mm-hmm. You're ripping away something that...
The whole park,
The park is
means
built on.
that. The whole park
But
is that.
without that...
It doesn't change anything in the park. I mean, it does. Okay, it does. Don't get me wrong. I'm not eliminating the iconic status. I'm not saying any of that. I'm not taking away from your rationale, okay,
Right.
at all. And not disagreeing with your rationale at all. But I think the whole park is that symbolized now.
Is it now, though? We're removing everything.
I know, but it was. So that is the fight.
That's a good point.
Yeah. So yeah, would I? Okay, and to be real, would it be like, okay, we're going to get rid of it? I'd go ride it one more time.
Oh, well, yeah.
I would, because you can't. Okay, the one thing you cannot forget is your history.
Well,
Okay?
you are asking us to forget it.
No, I'm not.
Okay.
I'm not. I'm not asking you to. I'm not saying you need to erase it. I'm not saying,
This
hey,
is
we're going to
fun.
keep the attraction there, but we're going to erase everything. No.
Okay.
That is different. If you're removing the whole thing, I think that is different from you altering. Altering your history and putting different color on it is different from removing that item. Some people may argue that with me, and that's fine.
Yeah.
But because you're not going to forget about it. To me, when they, like what they did with Trader Sam, they're trying to erase that. They're not trying to be like, oh, we're going to take our history and put it over here. They're like, oh, you don't look at it. Like it never existed.
Right.
Right.
Subtle difference, I know, but to me, huge.
Okay.
Okay, fine. For me, it's like I would have to keep It's a Small World, even though I don't like it, just because it's part of the message and part of. It's much more important to other people than it is to me, and I would keep that. Then I gotta see which one of these 2 attractions I like more. I like Big Thunder Mountain Railroad more. So I would actually keep that, and I would still be true to what I said before. That on that last hill, on the go around, I would incorporate Cascade Peak, the one that they shut down.
Yeah.
And have it go all the way around through what is the old Bear Country tunnel.
Yeah.
And come back around, and get that involved.
Yeah.
But for the sake of the game, that means Indiana Jones would have to be taken out. And as much as I don't like it, if we want to see a more iconic attraction between It's a Small World or Indiana Jones, it's got to be It's a Small World for what Disneyland is. Even though I think Indiana Jones is completely different and better than the attraction, of course, none of this is ever going to happen. So that would be my vote.
Okay.
Yeah. Because Indiana Jones, to me, it's one of those things, I brought this up a couple years ago, where the queue and stuff to me is much more interesting than the attraction itself. Because when you go on it, you don't know what the hell's going on.
Well, they've dumbed down that attraction too. You forget about that?
Yeah, you're right. It has. It is a lot less than it used to be. A lot of show elements are gone.
Yeah, if they ran full boat from opening day,
Yeah.
a lot of people would be like, oh,
Yep.
that is things I recognize. Like, okay, we only have one door now. The flames aren't as big. You don't quite hit as hard as before. There are a lot of little things in throughout the whole thing, like
The Cobra's striking.
all that. It does. But like when you go in the dark room, things of all that kind of have all kind of lessened.
Yeah. Okay. Anyways, that's that. And let's just see, for the sake of my argument, what would the next one be if we were going to do it again? Pirate Slayer on Tyrannosaurus Island, Golden Zephyr, or Grizzly River Run?
Easy.
Easy for that.
Easy.
Oh, actually, that's some late breaking news I want to bring up. Is the Golden Zephyr is not operational today?
Yeah, it's not.
That's shocking. That's reason why I'm not going. Okay. All right, so that's the end of the news and the randomizer. I guess we're going to go to the feature presentation now.
Yeah.
All right, let's talk about it. Our feature presentation.
And now for our feature presentation.
Okay, LTP, we are going to talk about the return of Disneyland, and we've got 2 of the 3 members of the LTP going in a couple weeks, less than 2 weeks. In fact, in 2 weeks, you will be there. Mm-hmm. Yes. Mm-hmm. You will definitely be there in 2 weeks. So what are your thoughts about the park opening, what you've seen so far? Have you guys seen any opening day or cast member live stream stuff? And what's going on? What are your thoughts? How are we feeling today, LTP?
Oh, you can go first on this one.
Okay.
I went first last time.
Okay. Overall, this has been something a long time coming.
14 months, in fact.
Yeah. Probably should have never happened. But anyway, we're not going to go down that route. We're not going to go down that road. I mentioned it last time, last recording, that I'm excited to go. Mm-hmm. Only because, well, for many reasons, but one of the main ones is because we haven't been there in a year. Mm-hmm. When you have places that you go to kind of get away, and you find places that are, important to you, and you get that taken away, it's going to affect you in ways that you may not always realize. I realize this year that a lot has changed in my life over this year. Mm-hmm. A lot. And I feel like every year for the last 3 now have been nothing but change and change and change. And the one thing I found as a landing point, other than my family and my LTP family, which has been, my main source of, stability in going through change. I mean, anybody who goes through change in their life, it's good to have a base, a good, strong base of support to help you maneuver through. So with that, having the park taken away by no fault of my own or by anybody else, really, other than the government, you have a pillar of your support get taken away. So you're going to it's going to knock you off. Now, I did not think it would be as big a deal as it kind of turned out to be. I thought, okay, well, it'll be a couple of months, and we'll slog through and get back to it, and we'll be fine. Mm-hmm. I was wrong, and so I'm happy, and I'm super optimistic because I keep on saying it. We need our places of community, other than online, other than via phone or via Zoom or. Yeah. Any digital media. We need our place of community where we meet in person. We need that. We as human beings thrive, for the most part, the vast majority thrive on having that around. So having the commonplace of having all kinds of people, sexes, races, creeds, the whole thing, all can kind of unify under a happy place. So that is what Disney has meant to me for a while, and a place of family. So having that back is incredibly exciting for me. Now, I'm a bit anxious about it. I'm a bit anxious about the changes that have been thrown upon the park, again, because of the Rona. And again, that has me anxious. I think I'll be okay. I think long run, those will all go away. I'm a firm believer in that. I think people will eventually get extremely tired of it. And I think, Jess, I brought this up with you yesterday, that I'm looking at a lot of the little pictures and videos of the different partitions that they have up.
Yeah.
And they all look pretty janky. I'm like, why aren't they doing a better job at theming a partition? You know what I mean?
Well, what is your guess on that?
Jess had my thought, and she said it before I could say it, because they're anticipating taking them down.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, exactly right. Temporary.
They're temporary.
Yep.
And so that is why I'm anxious to walk the park, look at what we have to deal with, how much of my personal connection with the park is going to be sacrificed for these protocols. And then the other thing I'm worried at a level is that the fear out there that a lot of people have, which I'm sorry that you do if you have it, may drive it to be around longer than it needs to be. I mean, everybody knows my opinion now. I don't think we need them now. I think they could open back up to the way it was the day they closed, and overall, we'd be okay. I know some people are definitely afraid, and they think I'm crazy man for saying that, but that is the way I feel. Crazy. So anyway, so I'm excited. I can't wait. I'm going with, LTP fam, so that makes it better.
Okay.
Yeah.
Jazz.
I'm looking forward to it.
Right.
But I am anxious as well. Because there's like 55% of me that feels like I'm going to hate it. And it's going to be bad. Like, it's going to ruin things for me. And if I come back hating that park, I won't go again until things go back to normal.
Because of the restrictions. Okay.
Yep. And the change, all the changes, even just the changes and the partitions and things like that. Not having fireworks, parades, or shows is going to kill me, because to me that is the show. That ties in your entire day. Winding your night down with fireworks and a 10:30 Phantasmic, and then you've got an hour and a half to do whatever you want to do before you go home or before you go back to the hotel to go back to bed and wake up and do it all over again.
Yeah.
So for me, it's just my biggest fear is I'm going to come back hating that park.
Yeah, and I kind of mirror that. I don't think I will, but I see your point. I do. And I already have people that I've talked to about it, and they've told me they don't like certain things, so they're willing to wait. And I think that is becoming a common thing about a lot of people. They're going to be like, they're worried about how negative it'll be. So right now, all you're going to hear coming in from a lot of people, I think, is going to be nothing but positive, 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 because for two things. I think there are a lot of people out there who, for better or worse, want to kiss the shiny behind of Disney and Disneyland. Because for whatever reason, they're gonna want to be like, oh, everything is fantastic. The masks are no big deal. The partitions, whatever. They're gonna try to make a positive spin on it. That's okay. But I think the more grounded, and I'm going to say it that way, the more grounded fans of the park are going to be a lot more kind of like, but really? You know what I mean? They're going to look at it with a skeptical eye.
Right.
Because I think, again, the more grounded fans are in tune with the park a lot deeper than I think a lot of people may give them credit for. There's nothing wrong with being a lover of the park and thinking that Disney and Disneyland can do no wrong. Hey, no beef.
Nope.
But I don't think that way. And I think the majority of the people don't. But I think right now, all we're going to hear is positive, and that to me is okay, but I'm not the one who's going to sit there and go like,
I'm not going to praise them.
No, I'm not. We've done it here over and over and over again. We give them praise when it is earned. We're not going to be sycophants bowing at the altar of Disney and Disneyland. We will not. So yeah, I mean, again, going positive, but yeah, a little bit of that slow walk, like, I don't know, and to be real, I don't know, like Jess and I were talking about it again yesterday and before we start recording, how are we going to feel when we walk in? And what are we going to do when we walk in? And that is, I'm not sure, because I know automatically my trip is going to be altered because I have to be wearing a freaking mask. So automatically that right away changes everything.
Hey, at least I don't have to pack makeup.
That's true.
Yeah, you do. Only I make it.
No, you sweat it off.
So what is the first thing you're going to do, Jess, when you go there? What's your game plan?
Well, I told him I want to do Pirates, but I want to get my mom on Rise. So that's my main priority because I only have a day to do that.
Oh, did you know that they changed that thing, the protocol for that now?
Yeah, we were talking about that yesterday.
We were talking about it a little bit.
No, about getting tickets for that?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. 7 a.m. You don't have to be in the park.
And then they're doing...
At 1.
At 1, yeah.
Yeah, we're going to... What was the plan we're talking about? If we can get in the Wi-Fi on the plane?
Wi-Fi on the plane.
We're going to try to get it on while we're on the plane.
Try to get them while we're on the plane.
Oh, gotcha. Okay.
Yeah, might as well.
Okay, so Rise is going to be your first thing.
Try to get on.
Try to get on.
Try to get in the queue, yeah.
Okay, and then...
Pirates.
Yep.
Pirates. Okay.
It has to be.
It has to be.
Yeah.
I mean, that's
And then the rest will fall in place.
it'd probably be Mansion or Thunder.
Awesome. Cannot complain about that.
Are you going to want to go on the train for today?
I'm sure my mom and Aunt Carol will need a break.
Oh, I'll
so
go on
I'm
the
sure
train,
they'll
too.
sit on the train
Yeah.
and ride it around. It's just going to be different. There's not going to be as many people.
Yep.
It's going to not seem as crowded.
Yep.
I think, there's going to be some pluses and minuses to this.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, 100%. The
Yeah.
lines won't be super long.
Right. In the pluses, just from watching the opening day stuff and the cast member stuff, watching the videos, I'm sitting there kind of getting teary-eyed watching this stuff going, okay, crap. A lot of my anger, which is shared by you two, it didn't matter to me. It's like, okay, we are there. We're going to have a good day. We're going to have, even though, you guys are going to be there when the park actually opens up another 2 hours later, which
Yeah.
is great. Yeah. But still, 9 to 7, I would still be fine with that. Although, we're kind of picking up the scraps right now. Like, if this is all we can get, we might as well be happy with it, right? But all my fear and anger went out the window when I saw people clapping on Main Street, hearing the music, going, oh, okay, this is what it feels like. And because the people that I was watching weren't saying anything, they're just walking down like you were the person I could. And I was thinking, oh, all right, I know exactly what I'm going to do. I've got a memory here. I've got a memory there. I've got a memory here. And I remember feeling a certain way sitting over there. And then I started getting, oh, my gosh. And then I started getting jealous for you two and envious. And shit, I should have done this. And I'm thinking, man, you guys, I think you guys are going to have a great time.
Oh, I'm sure
It's going to be a great time. And I'll just tell you right now, even on the best day ever, I'm still going to go, well, fuck it, that thing kind of sucked. That part happened. And people are like, Mark, you did this and this. I know, but this is, so I need to check my own, nonsense meter and figure that stuff out. But, just walking around New Orleans Square, going through Adventureland and going over to Galaxy's Edge and then exiting and going into Fantasyland.
Yep.
Holy crap, guys. Yeah.
It'll be good.
It's going to be awesome.
Well, Jess, do you want to say what you did when you saw that cast member preview? What happened?
I cried.
Yeah.
Oh, and which one? What happened? What scene when they were?
Oh, not the cast member preview. You're talking about the
that
thing
video
that they
that
put
you showed me
online?
Yeah.
Oh, with the castle?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Lighting
When they
up?
relit the
Yeah.
castle.
Oh, I did too. As
Yeah.
soon as the music came on, I was like, oh my gosh. And I shared it to my daughter. I was like, you guys got to see this. I'm like, oh my God.
Yeah, I cried.
Yeah. Yeah, it's coming back. And it's going to be fantastic. And I just think, right now, the next, May? The next, 7 months, it's going to be a growing period. The adage, change is inevitable, as we know, but growth is optional. So we need to figure out how we're going to grow with it.
Yeah.
But like I said, this time next year, we're going to be talking about Mickey and Minnie's Runaway Railway. We're going to talk about annual passes and planning trips for the summer. And because all this crap's going to be gone by then.
I agree. I think it is the temporary. I know Jess is a little bit less optimistic about that.
I'm very skeptical about it.
Yeah.
And I keep on going about it. I think again there is a good portion of people who are still afraid. And again, if you want to live in fear, your thing.
It's your life.
Your life. I'm whatever. But I think the vast majority of people are going to be they're going to be done with it. I think the one concern I have with the mask wearing is going to be in Southern
heat.
California in the heat. That is my concern because even I, in the field that I work in, I am subject to. I can have a day where I begin the day in 35 to 40 degree weather, and by end of day I'm in 90, 95. And having to adapt with that, I do that without a mask on. I have had to work for a period of, I don't know, maybe a half hour with a mask on in 90 degree weather.
Yeah.
I almost passed out on a ladder. So,
That's going to be a huge issue.
Yeah.
So that is my concern. And I think that this is where we're going to start becoming, where Disney's going to have to walk that tight line. Okay, COVID is becoming less of a relevant thing. In my mind, it is only going to start to go away unless people try to prop it up. Even if people now try to prop it back up, I think a lot of people are we're over it. I think even the most I guess, non-caring, apathetic person can be like, I'm kind of over it. Like, why? Like, even, okay, I got used to wearing masks, but I just don't want to wear it anymore.
Right.
I don't want to have to worry about, like, oh, look, I gave you a $5 bill in your hand and my hand touched your hand.
Right.
Nobody cares.
No.
I don't care. Like I said, I would put my arm around you, give you a hug, and be like, I'm happy to see you.
Happy to see you.
I don't care.
I don't care.
Okay, did you guys get park hopper tickets?
Yeah.
Okay, so what are you guys looking forward to in DCA?
Not
We
much.
don't talk about DCA much about in regards to this.
I'm not looking forward to much.
Guardians.
Yeah.
Mission Breakout.
That's it. Like, I mean, I don't need to do Incredicoaster.
At night. Have you ridden at night?
No.
You got
Cards Land. Come on.
Yeah.
Radiator.
But it's like,
Radiator.
I'm not.
Are we going to go drink wine?
It's not open.
Oh, crap.
It isn't the Wine Country Tours?
Nope.
Well, Carthay's open. You guys. Oh, did you get reservations for Blue Bayou yet?
Blue
Not
Bayou's
open.
not open.
It will be when you're there.
It won't let me make reservations. Tells me there's nothing available unless people have already booked them all up.
Maybe.
No. Yeah. I heard that was supposed to open like in a couple of days or something like that.
It won't let me do anything.
Okay. Well, Smoke Chipper's Grill's open, so you can get your rum and Coke or frozen Jack and
Yeah.
Coke, whatever
Jack
it
and
is.
Coke.
What is it?
Jack and Coke.
Jack and Coke.
Is it different if it's Jack and Diet Coke?
Yeah.
Okay. Is it really?
Oh, yeah. That'd be disgusting.
Okay. 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 So nothing in
You are
DCA besides
I'm not, I'm not,
Guardians.
like,
You don't want to walk around there and
Well, I mean, I
Is Soren
will.
open? Soren, right?
yeah, Soren is.
Yeah.
yeah, I'm sure that'll be great with the partitions in between it.
And Grizzly River Run.
They
I
already
think,
have partitions.
Grizzly's not open.
not yet.
It
How
won't
could
be
you-
open.
I
It's
thought.
outdoor with
I
water.
thought-
Come on.
Okay.
It's washing all
Yeah,
the...
I was thinking that it might be open by the time you get there.
From what I saw, it.
No, it was dry last week.
Yeah.
And I know Splash Mountain's running, but I thought they had talked about opening that up, but I could be wrong.
No, I have no idea. All I know.
The germs don't stick to water. Just let it run.
It's gonna stick to the water, Itty. And then I'm gonna scream going down the hill with my mask on, and then it's gonna get my mask wet, and then it's gonna go through my mask, then I'm gonna ingest it, and then I'm gonna have COVID.
Yeah.
Oh, my God.
Okay,
I
so
have to say.
DCA is not. I imagine if we're going to look at a pie chart of parks, that's going to be a very small slice for DCA this time. Mm-hmm.
I mean, we have it for 2 days too, so it's like even if we don't go the first day or whatever,
Yeah.
you know what I mean? Like I'm like,
It might be just a walk around.
The three are going to be,
but the
one-
question is can we go over there and go back over there?
Yeah.
How do they maintain the 25% capacity? Is that just with all the tickets they sold?
I think.
Well, I know you can't go until 1 o'clock. So
But can I go back to Disneyland?
I think you can, maybe, but they're not running Max Pass, right?
Why would you?
Oh, okay, so but I've seen wait times on the
Well, yeah.
Disney app. So, but or fast, don't do any sort of fast pass.
No.
I
Nothing.
haven't heard.
Okay.
That.
I've heard nothing.
Yeah.
All right, I guess you're right. It wouldn't make sense at this
Yeah.
point to do that.
It's at
But
the
I
low
just
capacity.
want to know if I can go back and forth.
I think you can. That's right. DCA would have been a tough call for me at this point because there's not a lot there right now. If things are closed,
Mansion's 20 minutes.
um,
Indy's 40. Still at 25%.
wow. Well, that could be, and there's a couple rides attractions. How are they going to have people queue up for that ride and
6
rise
foot.
and rise
6 feet.
6 feet.
inside the
Yeah,
cave?
probably. They'll probably have your markers like, be here. Your party needs to be right here.
But wasn't there on Rise one night? You were telling me there was a
45 for Soren.
there's an auxiliary entrance. Maybe could they use that?
Yeah, they could. That drops you off right into the loading area, the showroom, the first queue room.
Cars is closed.
No, is it shut down or closed?
It's temporarily closed.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Well, there's still a lot of fun to be had at DCA. So
Yeah, Grizzly's closed for refurbishment.
okay, yeah, well that sucks.
I don't care.
Well, yeah, you're right. I
And
mean,
the Redwood Creek Challenge.
yeah,
Yeah,
I
closed.
figured that would be closed for a while. But I wonder if you can go over to those lookout areas on Grizzly River Run and just take your mask off and just hang out there.
They probably have it all blocked off.
I don't know.
Like that would be what I would do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because you can't smoke in the park anymore
No.
anyways. So that smoking section's not
Gone. Yep. Thank
it's
God.
not something that they need. So I would, if I was them, I would just put up the wall blocking that whole thing. It'd be less work, less walls to like work around, you know?
Well, I'm wondering, and if they're going to have it, I haven't heard, and I haven't really looked either. If they're going to have like a place where you can sit and actually remove your mask, because people are going to need to remove that mask.
No, they're not going to. Are you kidding me?
There has
I
to
already
be.
told you.
What?
You have your secret place.
Yeah, I know. The bathroom.
You take your mask off in the bathroom,
Yeah.
or you go eat. And this is Disney's way of making sure they make more money because people are going to go keep buying so they can take their mask off so that they can eat.
Speaking of buying stuff, are you guys looking to buy anything?
I might buy a backpack.
No.
A Loungefly?
I might finally buy a Loungefly.
Yeah.
I don't have one. I've never bought one.
True, huh?
So
I'll get you one with Grogu on it.
I kind of want the Haunted Mansion one.
Okay, I'll give. You're good with that one too. Mm-hmm. I saw one 2 days ago with Grogu on it.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I was coming out of a supermarket in Davis, and a girl was like wearing. I'm like, if I wasn't like running back to work, I would have been like, nice backpack.
Yeah.
But I interrupted the conversation. But I'm like, hey, Grogu.
Yeah, I might get one.
Okay.
Because why not? I've never owned one, so. And I don't want like just like the Mickey Mouse traditional one or whatever.
right.
Like I want something.
Yep.
So, yeah, Annika has the Pineapple Dole Whip one, and then Ariel has the Disney Villains, and it's a black one with the all the villains on it. And hers is kind of neat, too. Yeah, but there's so many of those out there now that look cool.
Oh, they have. Even if you just go to like Box Lunch in the Galleria,
Yeah.
They have them there too.
but then it's like it's not an authentic Disneyland one
Because you didn't get the park?
because I didn't get it at the park. But I can't guarantee that the ones at the park are going to be nothing we haven't seen yet.
Right.
Yeah, they have the new. They even have like the new Disney and Burke Haunted Mansion line.
Really?
And Udi's has his
Oh,
eye
I
on
know.
that.
I'm like, woohoo.
I mean, you can buy me the new wallet. I'm gonna look it up now.
How about no?
No. Are you going to buy anything, Udi?
I don't know. You know how I am with that.
Yeah. It could be nothing or it could be a lot of things, which is true.
Yep. The only thing that I'm playing with in my head is another saber.
Oh, well, that's a big buy.
Well, you might as well wait because
What?
they're making real ones now for you.
Yeah, I know.
Did you read that?
Yeah,
I
I
saw
did.
that
I
somewhere.
did. Yeah.
Well,
Yeah, you're gonna get real ones, Udi.
okay,
Yeah.
so what types of food? I mean, and I'm curious to know how your opinions are going to change. And that's why I'm asking all these questions. But besides Rancho being closed, what are you going to be looking to eat?
I have no idea.
This is going to be challenging for you.
Yeah, I have
It's
no
easy.
idea.
Come on, Udi.
What?
We have to go to Plaza Inn.
Okay. True. We can go there.
Yeah.
I really wanted Goofy's.
For breakfast?
No, dinner.
Ooh, dinner.
But they're
What is
closed.
that place we went to in DCA with the Italian where I had that sun-dried tomato?
I don't like that place.
Oh, that's over at the
But
garden.
my mom likes it. Oh, they didn't get a park hopper. They won't be going over there. Yeah, I can't think of what it's called.
I want to call it like something garden over there, right? In the corner by
We bring up the app and I can tell.
yeah. Okay, so you don't know what kind of food you're gonna
No, I mean,
wing it. I suppose.
I guess. I mean, the fact that Rancho isn't open like hurts a lot.
But it's gonna force you to get something else.
Does that make you happy? That's their newest Dooney. They look like
Skyway buckets.
Skyway buckets
Yep.
Oh,
with
that's
all the characters inside it.
Ah, yeah.
yeah, that's
Get
Walt
that
Disney
one.
World. Yeah,
Get that one.
I like
Oh,
that.
it's Walt Disney World.
We gotta go. You've been
I'll go.
to Shanghai, but not Walt Disney World. That's crazy.
I'll take it.
Yeah.
I'll take that,
I think
too.
a lot of people would.
I'll take it. It's a toss-up, man.
Hold on, I got to. Now it makes me wonder, like, what am I going to do for food?
What do you do for food? Well, you'll be getting a frozen Jack and Coke.
Yeah,
you might be,
that is happening.
You might be getting a burger and onion rings over at Smoke Jumper.
No, I would get
Hungry Bird's closed too.
I would get
Yeah.
I would get my chili, and what do I usually get at
I'd even go to River Bell because I love River Bell.
Oh, that's right.
It's the closest I can get to the ranch.
Yeah, the Big Thunder Ranch. What did you get there again?
I don't even remember anymore.
Was it ribs?
No, Shannon gets the ribs.
I thought she got like a plate of sausage or something.
It
Like.
comes with the sausage.
Oh, okay.
I want to say I got the barbecue chicken. Yes, that's what I get. The barbecue chicken.
Okay.
Yeah. So I would do that.
Okay.
But Plaza Inn. But I want to go to Goofy's.
Yes. So it was saying the mood going into your trip is cautiously optimistic.
Yeah.
Okay, that seems good. That seems par for the course.
Yeah. I mean, the main thing is going to be trying to stay positive through everything. I'm going to do my best to not get. Yeah. I'm going to try my best not to get too overly upset by anything or everything.
Yeah.
You know, the one thing that drives me crazy is, you know, illogical thinking, which this whole thing, to me, a lot of it has been an exercise in logical, fearful thinking.
Right.
So I'm hoping that doesn't get too carried away. I don't know. You know, not being there, I don't know.
Well, the thing is, though, if you go in looking for things to get upset about, you might find them pretty easy, right?
Oh, that's going to be me.
Yeah, I mean,
that struggle is real for me too. For that.
Look at what's going on in the world right now. They want to find something to be mad at, so they do it.
Yeah. Well, stoked, and we will be covering that on the LTP to see how the reaction is, seeing if the opinions changed. I hope Jess doesn't say, "I hate it, I'm done," because we've heard this song and dance from you before.
Yeah, but you know,
this time is different though.
No, but
real.
But I don't. You know, I'm gonna have faith that you won't feel that way when you're done. I think even with the,
I'll be happy. Don't get me
Oh,
wrong.
no, I
I'm
know.
not going to go in and stick my nose up, but I don't know.
Okay.
I don't know how I'm going to feel, and wearing a mask is going to be the death of me. In Anaheim heat, because with Disney, that as soon as you even step onto their grounds, not through the gates, as soon as you cross that street and you start walking in to go through security, that mask has to be on.
Yeah.
So let's say 8 o'clock in the morning, and that mask is on until 9.
Yeah, that's gonna be a bit much. But hopefully there are some quiet areas you can go out and just. It just seems like even in the queue for Indy, like there's some spots where you can kind of, you don't have to go on the attraction. You can walk in by the Jungle Cruise and kind of sit around and be by yourself.
People are going to be watching like hawks, and people are going to be turning people in.
Oh, that's true. Would you turn someone in, Jeff?
For wearing a mask?
For not wearing a mask?
Oh, I'm sorry. For not wearing a mask? No.
No. Okay. Well, one thing that might stay around maybe is the mobile ordering. Do you think that's going to...
that is rolling around, I think. I think that hasn't changed.
But, I mean, even after everything opens up, they may have more of that.
I think they'll
Yeah, I think they will. I mean, it was a good idea before. It worked. It was working
I never
great.
used it.
I did.
I hated it.
I did.
I hate it.
No, I did. It was great. Well,
we did it for a couple things.
I learned there are places it's good for and places that doesn't really matter.
Dole Whip I can live with.
Yeah.
Going to get a Dole Whip and using
I have
that's fine.
No, but the thing is, that is the one time I didn't go on Tropical Hideaway. I never used it for that. I used it for smoke jumpers. I used it for getting beignets and.
Oh yeah, that's actually pretty good over there. And the mint juleps or something.
Yeah, and a mint julep, and I forgot what else I've gotten it for.
Galaxy's Edge.
Yeah, I use it for Galaxy's Edge.
Yes, I did once for that too. Got the wrong item.
Yeah,
but that's okay.
yeah, that's right.
But it was fine.
Yeah.
One thing though, I remember waiting in line for Gibson Girl and seeing they had mobile ordering. I don't think I would do it for Gibson Girl.
No, that's my ice cream.
It is. Yeah, you know what? Oh, Mark, here's your ice cream. It's all melted. Oh, this is great. Thanks.
Yeah.
But maybe for it's lemon. I don't know. Oh shoot, you gotta go get it's lemon.
I'm gonna do that.
Oh yeah.
Have you had one?
Oh,
I don't like lemon.
Oh right.
This is a game.
Didn't they have another flavor? Didn't they?
They mix it with blue raspberry.
Oh yeah. No.
Gross.
Oh, it's so
You're
good.
gonna go get a cookie num num.
Probably.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. There you go. See, there's some things to do over in DCA. A few things, and you can get some good pictures of Adventures Campus.
Yeah.
Is it open to walk around?
Not that I know of.
Oh, okay.
Not that I know of. Okay. So, yeah, that's what's going on. So that was kind of our feature present. Are you still looking for something, Woody?
No.
Okay.
Good.
So, so that was our feature presentation, kind of previewing their trip coming up and then sharing our thoughts about the park opening. Overall, I'm glad the park is back. It's so far so good. It's bringing a lot of people joy, which is what we need. And we're getting a sense of normalcy back when I see people out there laughing and attractions running, and it's like, okay, this is how it is. Like I said, the next few months are going to this rest this year going to be kind of awkward until things open up fully, which they will. Yes. So, anyways, that is that. If you like the show and feel like you want to contribute to it, again, go to leavingtodaypodcast.com, click on the Patreon link, and we can make it super easy for you. Also on Instagram, we have our link tree, and it's on there as well. So let's see. Coming up, episode 133 is going to be a show regarding their trip, some live stuff. So look forward to that. And then we have a couple some interviews lined up that we're trying to get in the works for you. Jess, it's been good to have you back.
Thank you, guys.
Yeah, we have missed you here, and I think listeners are getting tired of Woody and I bantering on about stuff.
Yeah.
yeah, long overdue. So Jess, where can people find you?
My Instagram is Storybook Jess. My Snapchat is Jess Farfan, and my Facebook is Jessica Farfan.
All right.
I don't tweet.
You don't tweet. Udi, for more witty banter.
You can find me on all of my socials, Twitter, Instagram, and Snapchat, all HAXGOALIE, Hacks Goalie. And you can find me on my other show, The Mando Show. We've taken a little bit of a break, but we will be coming back shortly, finishing up the Falcon and Winter Soldier, and then going to Bad Batch. We're going back home.
Oh, nice.
Star Wars. Yep.
That's right. That starts up again.
Yep.
Okay. And you can follow the show at Instagram. Instagram is going to be Leaving Today Podcast, or send us an email at info@leavingtodaypodcast.com. If you'd like to contribute, again, follow us on Patreon or order a T-shirt. And if you do us a favor, any media you're listening to us on right now, if there's any sort of review mechanism, if you could just leave us a comment or a star or whatever it is, that would really help us out a lot. As always, we welcome you guys to join us on the show with comments, questions. We're still working on a live thing that we're going to get going. Keep talking about that, but we'll make it happen. So again, thank you so much for listening to us. It means everything. And I'm glad things are starting to turn around. There's more things to talk about, a lot more things coming down the pipeline. All right, listeners, adventure is out there. We will see you in the parks.
Bye-bye.
See you.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, Disneyland is now ended its normal operating day. We hope you enjoyed your visit to the Magic Kingdom and that the memories you've made will bring you back again soon.
So here, I'm
We
going
need
to
to
tell
figure-
Mark. I'm going to tell Mark the plan here.
Oh, there's a plan.
Yeah,
Wait, which plan?
the one because you're going to be on live.
My body's just stiff. Think of a banana.
Does it help? Okay.
Always does. Every time. Don't ask me why. Why are you throwing up? You trying to eat all your food before your sister does? Now you can eat that.
Gouda,
Well, hello.
Gouda, come get your Gouda. We'll give it a bit.
Yeah, give it a second.
Okay. Woo! Good?
Thank you.
You're welcome. No bed sheets.
Why are you yelling at me?
Because I like yelling at you.
But you
Yeah.
make me hot. It's so close I can feel it.
Kitty.
It's like a breath of fresh air.
Boy, was my face red.
Can we do that again?